a sort of interesting pick. I mean, I do think that Abandoned Air Temple is just better. I think if you had some sick drive to just play blue at all costs, you could take this Mechanist. But yeah, Air Temple's great. It's also a card you can, like, splash, quote unquote. Like, I'll play this sometimes if I have a heavy creature count. And I'm not base white. I think my picks would be like Temple 1, Mechanist 2, Protectors 3. Okay. Great Warrior card followed up. The best card in the pack. And second best card in the pack is also white, I think. Kyoshi Warriors. Do you think white is too overdrafted and that makes Mechanist better? No. I mean, I don't really like to make sweeping meta calls like that unless I really feel that to be the case. You know, often I'll do stuff like that when the color is good but not busted, and the perception of the color is like better than the color actually is, right? That's when I like kind of avoiding a color. When you have a color like white in this format, which is just good, like it's I don't think people are overrating it. Yes, people fight for it, but it's still very good. I want to play the good cards, right? I want to be able to get... I want to set myself with the opportunity to play the good cards. It also is the case where you can just play, like, I don't know, 6 of the premium white cards in a otherwise, like, a blue-white deck or a green-white deck, and you're going to be pretty happy still. Grand. Yeah, I think it's sort of reasonable to take Airbending Lesson, but I also just think Grand's too good to pass on. I've come down a little bit on Airbending Lesson. Like, it's a good card. You know, solid card, C+ level. But I've taken it a bit lighter as the format's gone on. This is interesting. So, best card here is Demonstration. All the Jeskai cards here are pretty solid. Like, both these red cards are great. Lost Day is an option. Kyoshi Warrior is an option. Kyoshi Warriors, of course, like, plays nice with these cards. Kind of leaning towards Demonstration, though. Like, I have been happy to splash a color in the Jeskai space, right? Like, I'm blue-white, splash red. I'm red-blue, splash white sometimes. So I don't think this is, like, super inflexible or anything. And also, these two cards together are a great red-blue start. And I think, like, we got 4th pick that pack with Demonstration and Firebending Lesson. Now 5th pick this card. I think I'm going to take this over, like, Messenger Hawk, which is the next best card. Why is Grand so good? I mean, just look at her. She's great. Like, she might get in for a free loot on turn 1 or turn 2 or whatever. Maybe even twice, right? Like, it immediately puts pressure on the opponent. You don't want to let your opponent set up their hand, sculpt their hand. And then when she can't get in for attack, she's good for waterbending. You just keep filtering through your deck. She makes mana eventually. It just does so much for 1 mana, right? Like, the quality of being 1 mana alone is a good thing about a Magic card. Not all 1 mana cards are good, but when you have a good 1 mana card, like, that's better than, like, your average 3 mana card. That's good. That's, you know, quote-unquote good. Cheap is good. Cheap is good. Less replaceable is maybe the way to put it. All right, here we take Spirit Keeper, or River Spirits. Another thing that's good with Grand. And now Octopus Form. Yeah, just take a bunch of lessons. Was it on your radar? Yeah, it's a very quality card. I think the card is a little bit underrated still. Like, people know the card's good, and maybe now that it was, you know, the All-Star of Worlds, people will be a little more attuned to how good Grand is. But I get this card, like, 7th sometimes, and I don't think that should happen. That was a nice pickup, by the way. I really like archers in this spot. I doubt we're going to be a Solstice Revelation deck, but maybe. Like, we could be heavy enough red. I don't mind Vindictive Warden. Like, we are looking a little bit tempo-y. I don't mind this card in blue-red. I think I like it more than Koi. Okay, How to Start a Riot might make the cut. North Pole, North Pole Patrol. That's it. Another card I think is pretty underrated. Wow, good pack. Boomerang Basics. Always a solid one. Wartime Protesters. Good, I would take it. Less good in a blue-red deck compared to like a white-red deck. We could still be that. I do like my blue cards, though. And Boomerang Basics is also very good. Oh, there's also Firebending. I actually didn't see this other Firebending lesson. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I think this is a little bit better. I might take Boomerang Basics if I already had another Firebending lesson, or I had some particularly good things to pick up with Basics. Like if I had some 1/3s that make a clue. Also, just a really good pack for us in general, right? Like Grass, Quench, Teo would be good. Boomerang Basics. I'd be still fine playing Wartime Protester in this deck. Okay, so we've got an Aang. I think white is not very open, and I'm happy with my blue-red start. And I might end up playing these white cards. I can still see that. Because, like, Grand is the best of our blue cards. That's the thing that's pulling me towards base blue. I also think our blue cards play better with our red cards than our white cards, generally. I could also just take a Lightning Strike, wheel a Parrot. I'd be pretty happy about that. I think if I didn't have this Air Temple, I would take the Strike, but like I mentioned at the beginning of this draft, you're kind of just fine playing like a few white cards often if you end up white. I could also splash the Yang if I end up with enough fixing. Yeah, that's a close pick. I think you can kind of swing it either way. I do think we're probably playing red, so I don't think I'm going to take this Aang. Like, if we were blue-white, I might take it and speculate. Maybe wheel this Village. Watery Grass versus Reinforcements. We've got a lot of interaction, so I think I just take this Reinforcements. Grand 2. Grand 2 or Kyoshi Warriors. That is a close one. So my white's better than my blue right now. Kind of we're weighing, is my blue going to be better in the future than my white? I've got 3 lessons right now for Grand. Oh, sorry. 4 lessons I really... Not 5. I was going to say How to Start a Ride doesn't count, but I think I could play this in my blue-red deck too. Alright. I might be bobbing and weaving a little bit too much here. Lightning Strike. Also Jet. I mean, in my blue-red deck, I think Lightning Strike's going to be a touch better. My creature count's okay if I'm playing the white cards. Yeah, this is close. This is close. I also could play Jet in my blue-red deck, I guess. Yeah, close pick. So I think this, at this point in the draft, like Jeskai, the Jeskai space is just open-ish, and I should just pick a lane. Not trying to be like, oh, what's the most open? Like, at this point, I should just start building my deck. Based on, like, my incentives of the strongest cards. I don't like Sun Warriors very much. I think here is where I take Airbending Lesson. I like Musicians as a 4 better than Sun Warriors. Although this deck kind of likes a mana sink. It's not naturally going super wide. Still think I like it. Okay, Freedom Fighters. The Quench Wheels. I think I like Parrot more than Haiku here. I like Haiku a lot, but if we do settle on blue-white, or sorry, blue-red, I will be lacking a few creatures. Okay, Kyoshi Warriors Wheels. That's a gift. I was hoping to just open a sicko white rare and hard commit. Aro's solid. Cadet's also good here. Cadets is the more flexible pick. And I don't think that much worse than Iro. And I'm anticipating white not being that open in this pack. That might not matter because red was really open pack 1. So, like, I'm not going to be like, oh, white's not that open. I'm not going to get good playables. What about the land? Nah, not over a spell. Like, especially when I've been bobbing and weaving. You don't want to take a land super highly. I mean, you want to take a land if you... Okay, if you think you're going to play multiple colors, which I think at this point I'm not planning to. I'm trying to just settle on blue-red or white-red at some point. The land is good. But if I think I'm just going to play 2 colors, it means I have to give up some of my cards. So taking a land means my 23rd and 22nd card are probably going to be not that great. Technique's great, though. Yeah, nothing close in that pack. Yeah, I agree my blue cards aren't that good. Like, Grand Grain is so good with what I've got going on here, but I actually don't have that many, like, waterbending cards, so she's gonna get a little bit worse. She's good for the lesson stuff, of course, but she's, like, the one big thing pulling me in. Because now there's not a good white-red card to take. Like, I could take Battle Fan. That's pretty bad. I think I just take first time player. This Sokka. Sokka is solid. I think just worse than first time, though. Kind of close. Our lesson count is good. I already have one of the riots. I don't think I want a second. Okay. White card. We won the game of chicken, apparently, with the other people trying to fight for white. Blue cards be damned. Is it Aang or Voyager, though? I do kind of need 2s. That's what the white or the blue cards gave me a lot of. I think I take Voyager. Easy Voyager. Captain, Battle Fan, Disciple. How much is this way you preferring to play blue-red over white-red? Seems like easy red-white seller picks ago. That doesn't factor in too much. I mean, I do like playing blue-red more, but I haven't really factored that in here too much. I think I just take the captain. I guess I'm not... so, I did say at some point, I'm like, oh, I just have to lock in. I guess it depends on where you're thinking I was the easy point to lock in, right? Because I think this space was open enough, like any of these colors, white, red, and blue, that I could afford myself some flexibility of just like waiting for a bit. Am I playing this thing now? Yikes. All right, Iro wheels, so that's good. I would prefer Cat Owl, I think, over Raider. Yeah. We're like a playable short of where I'd want to be. I think I should still try out the blue cards, see what that looks like. Because, like, currently I'm playing double Cat Owl, which isn't horrendous. I'm also playing Cavalry, which is kind of bad. I was gonna say, which isn't horrendous with all this cheap interaction, but, like... The wall of text that Ira has me passing him often. All you have to know is it's 3 mana, make a 2/2 and make 2 2/2s, and then later on you can like upgrade your lands into creatures, or I mean it's not upgrading, you're giving your opponent a land, but you can like trade off a 1/1 token to get like a 3/3 token. I agree, Storm's probably better than Cavalry. Okay, so this is like the red-white deck. Let's get that land out of there. Leaves a bit to be desired. This is the red-blue deck. The red-blue deck also kind of leaves a bit to be desired. Like, we're going to play some crappy cards anyways, so I guess the white deck's probably just better. Yeah, I guess my explanation didn't really help, eh? I, like, it's just like this, but then this, and then this, and then this. Alright, that is 23. Alright. Only pick I disagree with is the first time flyer. What would you have taken there? You would have taken Sokka? I think Sokka's not, if that's the case, I don't know. I think first time flyer is pretty comparable. Oh, yeah, I should play Out of Star, right? Yeah. Oh, there's a Yip. I see. So yeah, the argument is like I'm giving up the flexibility of being in red-white by taking that. I mean, flexibility is not the right thing, because either way I'm being inflexible. I think it was a little too late for a blue buy then. Yeah, I just don't feel that way, I guess. I think probably worth firebending lessening this thing. Firebending lessening. That's how to put it, right? Master Paku. This being the best thing they could do on turn 4 kind of sounds like Quench, but maybe not. They didn't quench my Abandon. I feel like I would have done that if I was them. Maybe I should have attacked with Cadet still. I don't know. If they have something that makes me want to pump, I don't get to play the fighters. Might have to firebend this thing. Kind of close. Well, that's a good end. It's also a good in for me to see, so... do this. All right, fair. Peddlers. Well, rough cruelty as in I would like those cards, but not that rough as in we're in a very ahead position and they cast a Mind Rot. Reasonably ahead, not super duper ahead. Land was a good draw. Means I can activate this captain. Does kind of feel like they have a removal spell. Oh, sorry, yeah, land didn't matter. You're totally right. Land did not matter. In that case, land was a bad draw. Lethal? Right? There's nothing that they can get me with here? Okay. Cool, cool. Yeah, land back to being good. So good. It was lethal anyways. Yeah, either way, yeah, sure. But it's funny. Oh, I meant to bring in the House Star Riot. Whoopsie. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be better than second Cat Owl. I think I'm gonna discard the planes here. Like, yes, I have a 5-drop, but the cards in my hand are not great. I think I need to dig to some better things. At very least, some interaction. I'll bite, I think. Yeah. Yeah, especially with Jet in hand. Want to get that thing off the table. Charlie on Christmas, notes on the music. Yeah, I actually went and saw a orchestra play this album this weekend. It was really cool. I also have, can't see it on my cam, but my wall has the record and over on the wall and the record player in the corner. It's really good music for this time of year, you know? Uh-oh. Boom, boom. Yeah, I don't know if this is the Cat Owl I would replace, but How to Start a Riot would be much better than Cat Owl here. Huh. I mean... would you attack with... I think it's just better, like, I should just attack with the warriors, though, right? Like, not with the 1/1? Or do you think, like, I can sneak in the 1/1? Because I'm giving up the 1/1 if they block with this. Like, obviously attack with the warriors. That's clear. think I'm in a bad enough spot to need to bluff damage. Yeah, and I guess the thing is, like, losing the 1/1 is not the worst, right? Okay, I mean, that's good. I think that's the best case scenario for this spot in the game. Cat owl blocks? Like, maybe it's not all that bad. Maybe I shouldn't be talking down this cat owl. Alright, let's just go Warden plus Owl. Am I happy about the trade here? I don't think so. I can just draw with Voyagers next turn. I'd rather get the 3/3 blocker down, stop taking damage. Or as much damage anyways. Oh, that is interesting. Okay, so we're going to go up to 10 this turn. Don't have to be worried about dying. I think I like... Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely attacking because it has Pseudo's Vigilance. They didn't re-equip. I wonder if that means anything. We also could draw into... we could draw into Firebending Lesson here. Does that change anything? I think so. I think I would cast it. So let's just do this pre-combat, I think. Oh, I could also draw into Combustion Technique, because I can cast it off of the Warden mana. It's not bad either. So if I send like this... this looks good. It's enough damage. Put it on the Owl. And the Menace Creature, the 1/1. Menace Creature's gonna get in naturally anyways, because it's better on the 1/1. Oh, should have put it on the, this one, obviously. The untap one. Not that it matters too much, I don't think, but... You like it on the Warden? I can buy it. I did forget, actually, they were going to get back this Protectors. I always think this is, when you sack it, it does the thing. It's not that bad. It's a bad card, but it's not that bad. Yeah, that's true. They're I'm overloading them on threats, so just, like, building up multiple good threats is good. I think you're right about that. Okay, so what's Iroh? To give them a food or to give them a land? I mean, the land's not doing a ton. I can still activate my captain next turn. Maybe it's just better to give them the food here. Oh, it gives them a sack trigger if they, like, draw a card that cares about sacking. That's kind of funny. All right, we got a trade here. Yeah, counter on the Warden would have been better, for sure. Technique. Okay. So what does just like an attack all look like? I can cast my spell and activate Captain. It's pretty good, I think. I'll activate now and then give them a tap land. Let's put a stop here. Nope. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, a game goes pretty different if... Actually, does it? I was going to say game goes pretty different if they get to keep their airship around. No, it probably does. It was an interesting block from them, because, like... So I attacked with my 3/3 and my 1/1. And I thought for a long time, so that should give them kind of the indicator that something's up, right? And I don't think the something up is like, I just want to push 1 damage at all costs. I think if I'm them and I'm really, thinking I block with just the 1/1. Or block on the 1/1, sorry. With their 4/4 flyer. Or maybe just don't block at all. I guess maybe they're just like, I don't have sack triggers in my hand because they didn't look like they did, so just whatever. If this dies, it dies. We did not put Riot in, but Cat Owl was good that game. No, yeah, we're putting in Riot. It was good, but not good enough. Yeah, creatures count still good. I wish there was a rare that made all your lands every basic land type. Great Divide Guide almost does that. How about over attachments? It could be. I don't know. I think we just have too many expensive cards. I kind of just like a cheap card, even if it's not like the best of the bunch. Plays. Red source. Red source. Cat Owl. Enforcements. Oh, I see what you're saying, Clarm. Yeah. It's an aggressive united front, but... means their hand's probably real good. Just backed up with interaction. Yeah, and if it has a lot of interaction, I think I'd rather just kill a token rather than hope my Cat Owl survives. Okay. Okay. It's a quick one. Okay. Nice hand. They seem to have a removal spell. It's like a Heartless action, maybe. So I could play Warden. Like, it's better to play Iroh pre-combat to get the trigger if they don't have the removal spell, but I could play Warden if I really think I have a soul read on them. It could also just be a trick. I also think it's not that bad if Iroh dies, so... Also a little awkward maybe giving them a food, right? Like against Black-White, kind of funny. Right, this also gives them a window to crack the food, so that it's not like one of the nice things about Iroh is a lot of time your opponent's like, oh, I don't really want to crack this, I don't have the additional mana while I'm getting beaten down. Doing it into open mana means that's not true. Ooh. That's a good one. Okay. Yeah, they gave me a free counter. I didn't even consider that. Not giving them... I don't think I'm giving them anything here. Like, I could give them a 1-1, and I get a 3-3. Or, sorry, 2-2. Maybe that's not so bad. They get a piece of material, I get a slightly better piece of material. Yeah, I think I'd rather just neither of us have anything. Oh, I can't submit 0. I have to do this. I think I'm happy about this trade. I maybe could even... If I didn't think for so long, I could have sold the attack all. Maybe they don't block the 1/1s. They assume I have a trick, so they rather soak up more damage. Okay, they just take it. That's great. Right, I get a 2-2. Right, I'm just saying, they get a 1-1, I get a 2-2. I think that's not a good exchange. I don't want to give them bodies. Even though I am getting, in the grand scheme of things, more net stats than they are. Ooh. Okay, so everything gets to attack for at least 3. One of the tokens gets eaten by Suki. If I'm activating the temple, that is. I could also Airbend Lesson, targeting enthusiasts. Then Suki's a 1-power thing. Still eat something. It's probably just better to do this. Oh, okay. They could have Day of the Black Sun. Won't kill my musician. Okay. Very cool, very cool. Mark, have you signed up for the main event for February? If you're still here. I really like the full art Vendilion click. That's a cool promo. I mean, Vendilion Click's just one of my favorite cards. It's not like very playable very many places anymore, but tis cool. Cabbage merchants. How dare you play a 2-2? I was hoping they'd play a 2-1. This should be decent against Forest. A horse, of course. Okay. Oh, they miss. Yikes. That's a yikes. I do have a removal spell. That was a decent draw. Okay, so we'll just go technique this. Play the Voyager. Start pushing damage. I mean, the thing is, if they want to turn this thing sideways, exposes them to some damage to some degree. So I'm really just worded as it as like a blocker. It's annoying because I can't like get a blocker out of the way cleanly. They can just crew in response. So I have to like have a good attack. They crew. I kill it. They have no fear of that, though. Honestly, Cat Owl, not a bad draw. So they're gonna sack, go up to 15. Sweet. No Rise of Sozin or Co, please. Good black rares often come in multiples. Flopsy. Okay. That one's not so bad. Okay, so we attack all. They block the captain, we push... Or no, we can menace the captain. That's not quite lethal. Opponent missed counter on the drill by crewing a response. I don't think they can afford to do that. That's just way too risky, right? Okay. So let's just get in with the owl and pass, I think. I could attack here and just storm. Like, if they go to crew, great. If they don't, I kill Flopsy post-combat. I guess nice to do that when their pants are down. They're tapped out. The other option is, like, they just pass the turn here. I end a turn, kill Flopsy. I could also just, yeah, kill Flopsy, they crew, Captain trades. And maybe in that case we just bash all. Yeah, I kind of like that, actually. Or yeah, if they just don't crew, we'll just kill here. I think this is fine. We're still pushing 5, and then Riot pushes a lot of damage next turn. Riot if they block. I rather have another creature to be able to attack next turn, right? Because losing a creature in this is pretty bad. That's less things I get to attack with next turn. When you're going like attack all over multiple turns, you want to preserve as many creatures as you can. Which is generally our plan here, right? Cub. Cub's cool. Do you have a lesson? You do. Annoying. Are they going to crew with the mole here? Okay, is this lethal? It is if we draw land. Is it without it? Cat Owl deals 5. No, sorry. Well, one of the creatures deals 5. I give Menace to the bird. Yeah, Menace to the bird. Block. No, right? Because they go, Captain gets blocked, other things get blocked, I die. On the crackback. Is it even lethal if I draw the land? I didn't even do the math, but I think so. Kill this. Yeah, that is lethal. Pretty sure I'm supposed to just take this and hope to draw the land. It's also not straight lethal, right? I can block with one of my tokens here. Okay. Sentries is interesting. Or Archers is interesting. It's not a Sentry. Yeah, I can dig to a land. So what's my line here? Kill Sentries. Play Archer. Think so. Yeah, I know land's okay. The game continues. We don't win on the spot, but creature's still a good draw. Can also just trade with this drill, right? Like, not too bad. If they send all? Unclear. How would land be lethal? I kill something and I... Maybe my math is wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's lethal, no? I get to kill something and then give one thing menace? They have 2 blockers? I think... Oh, would I be 1 short? No, it'd be enough. Oh, yeah, no, it'd be enough. It'd be enough. Huh. This is an interesting attack. Okay, so I block like this, and they're dead? Yeah. Doop. Oh, yeah, the math doesn't work out if I put the menace on the flyer, which is might be what you were thinking. Mr. Streamer, have you ever thought about the fact that your last name is a combination of the first and last names of one of the best basketball players right now? That's pretty funny. I didn't notice that, no. Although his name always sticks out to me. Like, when I read it, I'm like, that looks oddly familiar. Why could that name be sticking out to me? Another tight game. I think the opponent played pretty correctly given what we found out what was in their hand. Like, it looked a little suspect to keep sending with the drill, but I think they were right to. They didn't have a great late game after they stabilized in their hand. Fox bears. I will not kill a fox bears. I could kill a hawk, though. I can get behind it. I guess for now we're just anging. Yeah. That's better. I mean, if they want to trade here, be my guest. I should have attacked first, obviously, but I was thinking I was getting the pox bearers out of the way to get this captain to better block. Yeah. Unfortunate. I forgot that Aang could airbend non-lands. Thought it was just... I thought it was just creatures for a sec. Alright, let's kill Judy. Take some damage, gain some back. I've done a very poor job of drawing spells. Skill issue. Conviction back Judy. Okay. Oh, so conviction back the Hawk, of course. That makes more sense. Good draw. What's so good about Judy? I mean, she's not amazing, but she's like a really solid 2. Baseline, she's a 2-mana 2/2, which, you know, it's not enough these days, of course, but allows you to upgrade your small things into creatures, allows you to get some card selection, triggers your sacrifice payoffs. Like, it's a 1/1 that has value in the late game and the mid game. Or sorry, not 1/1. A 2-mana 2/2 that has value in the mid game and the late game. We be sending with the hawk. Cat owl saving the day again, maybe. Do not believe it is a good idea to give my opponents a land. My mana, my opponent who's tight on mana, a land. You know. This May is slowly making my opponent's life awkward, I imagine. They get to gain 3 there, which is good. Honestly, Iroh might have been worse than any other 3 in this deck. Like, right now, like, it can't get in. I don't want to give them anything. It gave them a food. Yeah, like Empethosaurus Rex. Basically, it's kind of just good in a lot of spots, right? It's a quality of a good card is how many game states do you appreciate what it does in, right? You appreciate a 2-mana 2/2 on turn 2. You appreciate the card selection way late. You appreciate turning your small board into bigger things. This is interesting. I wonder what this is. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, I keep forgetting that I have to actually target something here. Decline is the word I'm looking for. Hey, Salty Pretzels, how's it going? Alright, sold out. Bucket. No, Rage Creature is pretty annoying. I do be able to get in with my Musician still, so that's good. Getting like this. I don't think I'm supposed to give them a land. No, I think like they've had like they've been choked on mana all game. I think if they start double spelling, I'm in trouble. Okay. Removal? That's not removal, but it's darn good. Okay. Now they have to kill this or die. And in killing this, they take a little bit of damage. Can we beat 2 drills with this draft? I can beat 2. I can't beat 10 drills unless I have a Flusterstorm. Okay. Joke for the boomers out there. Alright, solid. I think I like pitching this Storm. I've got a bunch of 4s anyways, and like, sure, it's one of my few interaction spells, but of course I knew I was going to draw into another. I would definitely pitch it if they didn't play a green land, like it's just not as likely to matter, but... Another 4. Even still, I think it's just the worst card here. Gonna be sad when Avatar leaves. I mean, Lorwyn looks really good too from the few cards we've seen. We've only seen like higher rarity cards, but it seems like a set that they've given a lot of love to. It's just my very, very initial read. Kind of like just setting them back again. Whenever you've got a 2-mana 3/1, it's always worth considering like usually the default is just play your creature, your creature with most power and toughness, over something like this or your removal spell. But whenever you've got a 2-mana 3/1, just actually getting him for 3 a few times matters a lot. Like the math changes if it's a 2-mana 2/1 or a 2-mana 2-power creature, a decent amount, I think. No, Avatar is still around for at least like 3 weeks, right? We're good. Guru. Hasty Guru. Okay, them not hitting like a firebending lesson is great. Them having firebending lesson a little less good. Unfortunately, not an ally. I think we still just double spell here, though. Is that for warriors the turn after? Actually, it might just be better to play musicians, depending on what they do. Good sign. Also a good sign. Ooh, jet ski. So, kill Guru, bash all. One thing dies. Yeah. Yeah, so now they have to answer 2 things. What am I even really worried about here? I guess just like double removal spell puts them in an okay spot, but it's still not that bad. Alright, single removal spell and... That's interesting. Okay, they don't have a stop, so it's not like they can have a less than an instant speed. Good call from them, though. They're just like, okay, kill the thing, and then hopefully I draw a lesson to be able to block. Maybe I was just supposed to play musicians. It's kind of similar. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Okay, Dex Hellman. It's been a good day for ranking up. Not doing too much losing, and I say that, and we'll start losing now. But yeah, that's right. Playing Kyoshi Warrior is better if I draw How to Start Riot. That's absolutely true. Okay, it's a little slow, but got our best card. Got a little interaction. I guess Kyoshi Warriors is a real, like, load-bearing Kyoshi Warriors, right? Like, Jet, this card, and this card all look a lot worse without the Warriors in hand. Ooh, that's real good for me. Just being able to actually kill something here. Artificial. Alright. I think I just pitch attachments. I think I just want to be able to play Jet for sure on turn 5. Can't be too attached to my attachments. But you say, what if you flood? A fool never plans for flooding. That's not true, but right now I won't. Is it better to Jet or Voyager plus Lesson? I'm putting more power and toughness on board with Jet. So I think that's my answer. I'm also spending more mana. Ooh, they had a bad turn last turn. Like, their turn was just equipped fan, and now they draw tap land. That's pretty rough. Right, exactly. I mean, all things being equal, I get to spend all my mana is a pretty good argument. Okay. Yeah, that's good for them. Oh my god. That was good for us, though. Holy crap. So not only do we get to rebuild, but we get to draw a card. Yeah. Giving them food here is very nice, because they can't really afford to crack it. We get kind of gotten by Day of the Black Sun, but, like, you know, what are you going to do? Hasty 3/3? Haste it up. Okay, so this is probably just a turn to activate the temple. They don't have Day. They would have cast it here. It's better to temple or cadets. If I do that line, I get to heal the lesson. So I would push. I would put them to 2. Yeah, it's probably better to do that. Let's tap properly here. I feel like it won't tap me properly. Okay, and then if they happen to have Day of the Black Sun in their deck, like, this is actually a really good reason to do this, I think. Because if they happen to have Day of the Black Sun in their deck, we just haste out this and we still win. I think that's kind of the only... Yep, exactly. That's the only card that really gets us here. Cool. Busted. Okay, let's make sure we tap properly. Storm, busted. If I tap out of my red mana like this, it won't, like, try to do something weird, right? I'm so paranoid about the auto tapper in this set now. I feel like it's just so bad. All right. So, yeah, I don't think... Oh, they might have still had it. Yeah, because they had tap land last turn. So, yeah, they probably had it in hand, but... just couldn't cast it. Sweet. That was a nice one. The, like, good drafts, of course. Actually, interesting draft, because we pivoted, like, in and out of blue a lot. We played 2 Cat Owls, which, you know, I wasn't super happy about, but, like, they were pretty solid. Could have done with another cheap card, but we were pretty lucky. Like, the thing is, this deck, looking back at it, I think this is a deck that, although it played pretty well, could have also gone pretty poorly. We happen to have a cheap card in most of our hands, like a 2-drop or a 1-drop. And we drew like our good cards at the right time. I think this deck was good but not busted. You know, I'd give it like a 7. But yeah, really happy with it. Obviously, this makes it like a bit better than that. Maybe it's an 8 because that card. In the Mythic 71, don't feel too bad about that. And yeah, I'm gonna pack up from here, chat.